People, hello. Hello and welcome to podcast number 2 here on this marvelous December 8th. And if any indication were to be brought out of the first podcast that was here on Zombie Talk, trust me when I say I'm trying to figure out a new and a better name for this. I just haven't had time. It's just the first thing that came to my mind was Zombie Talk. And we heard about that last week with Mark, where he agreed that Alright, let me just cut through the chase. Sean, Zombie Talk sucks, right? That's a terrible name.
Well, we can't call it King Dead, can we?
No.
Yeah. See, that was unfortunately some people. Yeah, they kind of took that. It's sad.
Yeah, it can't be Walking Dead. It can't be Talking Dead. It can be. I don't know. But the first thing that I came up with Zombie Talk, so it kind of stuck a little bit, even though it's just a terrible name. But here we are again for the second episode, and hopefully you guys can hear Sean okay. Hopefully you live.
I hope so too.
You live. Yeah, because you gotta be able to hear Sean. Hopefully you can hear him. Hopefully you can hear me. So are we good to go before we get into what is to come here tonight? Wait for a little bit of clarification from the chat. For those that didn't know, by the way, this is a new thing. I added it after I posted the December schedule here on Zombspawn here on Hitbox, but I went ahead and re-updated the new December schedule and added in the podcast after the fact. And if you scroll down on the channel, you can actually see in the light green, tonight, the 8th, is Sean. Next week is Dustin. 22nd is Nate. 29th is Tommy. So, that's a new thing here. So, that's something to be expected every Monday night. It's kind of like Duke and Gill reviews, what that kind of was, except more laid back and just BSing around. So, that being said, hello Sean, welcome to the podcast, and how have you been?
Well, let's see. I mean, it's I've definitely been better. There's been some really awesome stuff that has been going on over the past few days, so I guess I can't really complain. But it's been all right. Been all right.
All right. So, and I'm assuming that may or may not have anything to do with, first of all, the NFL, and second of all, college football.
That could work. Yeah, I mean, ain't nothing wrong. There's nothing better than college football at this point in time of the year. You get all the bowls set up. I literally just set up a schedule where I'm going to do a simulation game for all of the bowl games, and that's gonna be pretty nuts. So that's gonna be on my Hitbox channel throughout the month, starting tomorrow with 3 pretty much per day, every day, until all of them are done. So we'll see how long I can keep that going. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and this is my favorite time of the year. It really is.
And for those that don't know about your channel on Hitbox, go ahead and plug it. What's the website?
Sports games, sports simulation. It's what I've always been doing. We do like anything football, hockey, baseball. Obviously, we'll do some wrestling every once in a while. I don't know if we're gonna do any kind of real kind of like wrestling as far as like MUW is concerned yet. But there's a lot of cool stuff. I'll be doing some other things too, not just sports. I mean, there'll be some other times where I'll hop on and play like Grand Theft Auto or something. Just some fun stuff just to, pass the time, kill time, whatever.
All right, and that's going to be at hitbox.tv/Sean the Show?
Correctamundo.
Okay. So there you go. Check out all your sports stuff, which everyone knows my schedule, and I don't really dabble in sports all that much, although from what I have been told from Mr. Razor Sharp is that my donated copy of NCAA is actually waiting for me right now. So that'll be a once a week deal for the Zomspawn college football. I can't wait to get that all set up. And of course, you got the rosters already set up for me.
I
So
pretty much have the roster set up. Yes.
yeah, so between collaboration between the both of us, we'll get that up and going. Maybe even bring you on as a co-commentator or something for each game. I don't know.
Yeah, you never know. It'll be fun.
Yeah, depending on the schedule and everything. But all right. So before I move on to another topic, since I kind of brought it up anyways, just recently, actually, I think it was yesterday at around noonish, they released the tournament for the college football. Alabama, Florida, and Oregon. Your thoughts?
I think a lot of people have been kind of up in arms about the whole. There was like two teams that were not in it. There was one team that was not in it.
They're from the Big 12.
Well, we know this. Thank you. Well, gotta have a championship. I mean, that's probably what that's what the problem was. I didn't like that. I didn't like the whole fact that, I didn't like the whole fact that TCU was number 3 pretty much for like 2 weeks going up to the final week of the season, and then everybody was like, you know what? Nah, you're number 6. Uh-huh.
Exactly. Yeah.
The fuck was that? That was the only thing I had a problem with. Like, man, why the heck would you just troll? Why would the committee troll like that? It's strange.
I don't know. I really don't know. Of course, I would have more of an outspoken voice about it, but after Oklahoma lost to Oklahoma State the way they did in Bedlam, I'm just at this rate, I'm just like, you know what? You can throw your 4 in there. I don't really care. Of course, if you're a hardcore Baylor fan, you're probably like tearing your house down and breaking the walls down right now, but yeah. There's always next year.
Reminding everybody that Baylor beat TCU 62-58. I mean, they keep freaking shoving that in our face. So, it's a lot of interesting things, but there's people just are learning now what it takes to get themselves in position to win a national title. So, I mean, it's the first year of it. So, hey, it could be better, could be worse, I guess. Definitely could be worse, but I like the 4 teams. So, I mean, it ain't that bad, and I think college football gets what they want.
The other thing is, my solution to this is try to make it like college basketball, like March Madness. Just do it like that.
Well, that would implicate that you'd have like 64 teams.
Well, I mean, not that many. I mean, like maybe 30-ish, 20-ish, something like that. Maybe don't go as hardcore as 60-something, but I think having more teams grouped in there would be better.
The only thing I would think of is maybe 6, maybe. The only reason is because they have this thing known as the Power 5, which is like some weird jargon for the media people to call the 5 biggest conferences in college football, which are the ACC, the SEC, the Big 10, the Big 12, and the Pac-12. Those 5, I think if you went to 6 and had 5 those champion all five of those like just like the BCS used to be, in a way, where they would get like an automatic like spot. They'd have like an automatic spot, and then you have like one team that's like an at-large or something. That a team that's at large that's just kind of selected. That way it's not much of a selection thing, except for seeding. But you know that you're in if you win your championship game, regardless. Well, I think that would have been pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, needless to say, like you said, this is the first year. There's just going to be a lot of people come out and say, "Oh, wow, we should have changed this," or "Oh, we should have made this a little better." They'll learn, and
Tinkering.
yeah, yeah, tinkering. All right. Well, now that we got your thoughts on that, you're content with the four teams heading into the finals.
Right.
So all right. All right. Well, let's check out our live chat here. How's everyone doing tonight on this December 8th? Is everyone gearing up for Christmas? Because you know it's coming around the corner. It's only 3 weeks away. 3 weeks and a couple days. So I hope everyone's ready. Hi, for Christmas. Goddess is cold. Dawn is cold, rather. Cool, cool. Tweeted out the show. Awesome, awesome. Freezing. Everyone's freezing. Sean, you're up in the Northeast. Are you freezing right now? Are you cold?
I'm inside and I'm near my furnace, so I think we'll be okay. First of all, this one's for Spence. This one right here is for Spence in the chat right now. If you don't mind, just 1 second. Wait for it.
Hi.
There we go. That's for Spence. But anyway, yeah, pretty. I'm pretty chilly at the moment though. There's fans on in my room. I don't know why that's the case.
It's winter time, dude. Why do you have fans on?
It gets hot in here.
What are you doing in there that makes it so hot?
There's a lot of things that are turned on.
I bet there is. All right. So let's move on to top priority, which is people who were not lazy and actually posted questions in our forums.
Yay.
So let's go right into that right now, and we're going to kick things off with JHair94, who immediately asks, so Sean, what do you think of the inevitable heat death of your sunglasses and the universe?
The heat death of my sunglasses and the universe?
Yeah, I don't know.
I apologize if you heard yourself there. I have a mixer. My sunglasses, they don't burn. You can't. There's no temperature. Like you do understand, right? You do understand. Sorry, you do understand that I you do understand that I am in cohorts with Dr. Victor Von Doom, right? You know that he made my sunglasses are made out of the similar adamantium alloy that his mask is made of, which means that, well, it's kind of hard to it's hard to melt that. As for the universe, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I think if it's the universe that's gonna supposedly, get destroyed, then I think we'd all be kind of in trouble, wouldn't we? Yeah. So that wouldn't be good for any of us.
Thanks, Obama.
Uh,
All right, he asks, Sean, who in your opinion is the fastest rising star in both QCW and MUW?
Fastest rising star?
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean to sound like I'm playing favorites, but
Yes, you do.
I would think it's probably Spence. I mean, he won 2 titles. He won 2 Biohazard titles quicker than you can say. Quicker than you can say. I don't know. Quicker than you can say. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. So is that for QCW and MUW?
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, it's combined of both of them. But Spencer for MUW, I guess if you want to go with for QZW, if you want to go for MUW, man, see that's a lot. That's tough. It's tough. I mean, I'd have to fucking go look at the. Have to go look at the thing. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say. Luke Lawrence has just been dominant ever since day one, since he stepped foot in a ring. He had his issues in the past, but that can all be forgiven, especially as long as he shows up and does what he does in the ring, rather than ask for all sorts of different things that he doesn't need, like rematches and things. That's only I can grant rematches and restarts. Let's not forget. So, yeah, I would go with Luke Lawrence. I'd have to go with Luke Lawrence.
Luke Lawrence.
Well, AKA, you might know his other adversary, Luke Cranfill. Yeah. But yes.
Question for me, Tad. Have you ever been to one of DJ Silva's parties? My answer is hi. As Mario powers up. By the way, I want to point out that every time you hear that in the background, which I'm assuming you do hear that in the background, it means I think that's a tweet that someone tweeted out for tonight's podcast/show. So, thank you. Next question. Sean, who's had the more impressive run in FTR, Ghost or Bruce Cooper?
Bruce Cooper. Only reason being is because Ghost has only had 3 matches. However, Ghost has an opportunity to beat that, and his theme song and his gimmick is much more awesomer. And that's hard to say because Bruce Cooper's pretty cool.
Okay. All right. Sean, can Ghost, in your opinion, beat Kyle Blaze for the Rookies title?
Yes.
Easy.
No question.
Well, you heard it from Sean Bretherick right there. Finally, Tad, do you think DJ Silva has what it takes to be a huge star? Yeah, I believe so. Given the time, effort, dedication, the motivation, the continuation, the discombobulation, I believe so, yeah. Time is on your side. Just keep on trekking, sir. Next we go to Flames, who asked, what are your thoughts on both Avalanche and Snowflake, a.k.a. Sarah Winter? Directed to you, Sean.
Avalanche has been a fantastic wrestler for MUW for quite some time. He was one of the original when we set up the developmental thing for MUW. We did the FTR thing. When we asked people to sign up and give us some characters, Avalanche was one of the first. Sarah Snow, or Sarah Winter as she's called now, was one of the first female characters that we got. And it's going to be cool come New Year's Evil, which is the first MUW special event, which will hit your computer monitors on January 2nd. Now, I double-checked, and I know that's a Friday. But, yes. Just a little special day to get the things going, and it's going to be cool to see Avalanche in a nice new next-gen 1080i, 1080p look. So, that's going to be pretty cool, and it's going to be interesting to see how the new formats are going to work for the next season.
God damn it, I'm sorry, Sean. I hate to cut you off, but Tommy Spud tweets on Twitter, oh, look, podcast at Zombie Tad, just for the sole reason to hear Mario get powered up by a mushroom. Live on our podcast. Can you believe that?
Well, it's, yeah.
I know it's a little off topic. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for barging in like that on you.
It's not even a problem, really. Because if you wanted to hear sound bites, you just tell me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah.
I can just go and run you a Hulk Hogan line right now.
Go for it.
Overlord.
That's not it. Where is it? Right here. Oh! I clicked on two things. What is this? No!
Overlord.
Where is it?
The Yappa Indian strap match, Jack.
There it is.
Cuteness.
When suddenly someone said, Yappa Pie Indian strap match, cuteness!
Cuteness Overlord. If you don't know who Jack's Films is, that's what that was.
Alright, our next questions comes from John Chaos. who says, "Why didn't Justice Anderson ever debut and get going in RCWF?" Are you sure you want to answer this?
He did have 2-3 matches in RCWF, in the dungeon anyway.
Mm-hmm.
He did. He really did. This was like back in 2010, 9, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
He had like it's like 2 or 3 matches, but yeah. Kind of he went over to MUW afterwards, but
Will we ever see him again?
Well, you'll see him in a wrestling ring on MUW.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be back for the next gen season. It'll be pretty cool. I don't know how much longer he's got to wrestle because he's kind of older, but yeah, he wanted to at least see what he looked like in new tights, apparently. So yeah, that should be interesting.
I want to see Justice Anderson and Bucky Benson in a wheelchair tag team.
Yeah, it's quite possible. It's quite possible that could happen eventually, especially with the way that Anderson runs around, and yeah.
He also asks, how long until people start to think these DJ Silva questions are the new Max Height questions?
Depends. Are they the same? Are they from the same person?
Interesting question with a question. Is DJ Silva the same person as Max Height? One would have to sit and ponder about that one. Next.
How many questions? How many DJ Silva questions could there possibly be?
Well, there were 6 tonight for you. Well, 1 for me.
What's 6 times 3?
18.
That's a question. What is 6 times 3?
Oh, it's a Oh, okay. All right, I should.
I'm asking you.
Oh, wait, me?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
I answered it! I said 18!
Add 4, what do you get?
22? There were 20...
Huh?
22? 22!
22?
22!
Yeah. Now I'm just trying to get excuses to fire off these new bits that I made up. Yeah. Sorry for that.
I know your game. All right, next questions come from Gil. What is the hardest part of running an EFED?
Trying to keep people interested, try to make things different. Try to keep everybody involved, everybody happy, and keep people guessing.
Do you miss any people that used to be... Damn it, Tad. You're distracting me, Tad, with your lovely voice. Do you miss any people that used to be part of running MUW? I think he's hinting at Justice Anderson. Who else would he be referring to?
Oh, I know who he's referring to. The answer is no.
How long have you been a fan of the Philly Eagles?
2004.
This is an impromptu question. How did you like the Eagles losing to the Packers?
I didn't watch too much of it, actually. I think I watched a grand total of like 3 minutes, and I realized it's going to be that kind of a game, so I stopped watching.
God damn it, who is it this time? Now they're trying to just get cheap pops. You understand that, right?
Yeah, they're trying to McFoley it.
Yeah.
You know what I think about it?
Go ahead.
Fucking bullshit!
Well, that makes perfect sense because it was Jerome and Tommy again. So you're welcome.
Ooh, Chucky, come on now. That's a dirty word.
Jake?
Dirty word.
Oh. Oh, I get it.
John, my diet soda, what are you doing?
You're getting beat by the Green Power Ranger. That's what you're doing, Phil. Shut up. All right.
Wait, what is that? Wait, is that going to be a thing?
I don't know. I've been seeing it on Facebook.
That's so weird because I have a Jason David Frank picture signed by him, and then I have a CM Punk picture signed by him, pretty much next to each other, which is
John, my diet soda. What are you doing?
No.
Jesus!
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Shut up, Phil. Why is there two things playing at once? God damn it.
You know, I need to set one of those things up soon, because if my stream schedule keeps going the way it is, I'm going to have my own soundboard full of stuff between the Melvins and the Fredericks.
I still need to actually get myself an actual, like, program to, like, click and be able to play it rather than just go into a folder. But I gotta change this. I gotta change this press to talk button because it's messing up the soundboard.
All right. Yes. Is there something you wish MUW could do, like say added graphics for entrances or stuff?
Well, of course. You can hear me, right?
Hmm. Yes. Okay. Simple answer on that one. Obviously. Sorry.
Hang on. When it comes to the new game, absolutely. It's unfortunate that so much had to be taken out. But when you're working with a new thing, yeah, you know, when you're working with some new stuff, you're gonna have to, you know, take some baby steps sometimes.
Mm-hmm. What do you think of Sean being the Asylum GM?
Huh?
Okay, we're gonna skip that one.
Asylum GM?
That one. We're gonna skip that one because apparently that.
I don't even know what the hell that meant.
Okay. That answer has been confirmed. Is there any question in MUW that you wish did something that never did? Conversely, was there a superstar that broke out from your plans and made something of themselves?
That I was not expecting to happen?
I guess. I think Gil was half drunk when he was typing these.
This is a great question, in all honesty. You know, I would probably have to say the character known as Rattlesnake. He was actually, I think, the first or second character made for FTR, and it got to the point where we just kind of made him out of a Stone Cold Steve Austin character because it was just kind of funny. And it was just kind of a play off a joke, and then he started winning matches. So, yeah, then all of a sudden he gets himself he goes on a freaking ridiculous run. And, yeah. Credit to Dustin on the character creation, by the way. But anyway, yeah, that's, probably Rattlesnake.
Seriously, how the hell did Dan Denham come out and win most of the belts?
I'm sorry?
How the hell did... Oh, you don't know.
No. It cut out. I hear what you were saying.
Oh, no, yeah, seriously, how the hell did Dan Denham come out and win most of the belts?
Because he has the power of the Denim Rooney and he can do Denim Blasters? I don't know.
What is it like being a real broadcaster for various games? Is there a difference from doing that to doing an online-only broadcast like a site? Okay, I guess he's asking, like, you're trying to break out on your own channel now, do other stuff, so I guess that's what he's asking.
I mean, half and half, I guess. I think the question that he was the question he was also meaning is there much of a difference between casting doing the video game thing versus going and broadcasting a live game or something for like a football team or something, which I do for a college hockey team myself, but
okay, I see.
I think that's what he meant. I think that's what he meant, and
yeah,
the answer to that question is there's definitely a big difference. Reason being is I don't get to be in the comfort of my own home, and there's usually lots and lots of driving involved. Because usually whenever I have to go to a broadcast, most of the time I have to drive minimal 45 minutes usually. Thank God New Jersey's a small state.
Yes, you'll be the only one doing a brand in Next Gen on 2K15. How does it feel to take the next step towards future VPEDs? Damn it.
I heard that one that time. This is just a thing because I've wanted to see what it would look like. It's going to be more or less of a season where it's going to be pretty much shenanigans because we're not even we're not basing it off of any kind of real story, except for the stories that get made up because of the universe mode within the game. We're allowing that to take control, and that's okay. And the reason being is because MUW used to stand for My Universe Wrestling, because that's where it began. A random amount of custom superstars parading around in universe mode from WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2010-2011. That's what it used to be. I didn't start recording videos of it. I just got bored one day and started making videos with it, and then got together with a couple other people in the past, and started the whole thing up, and it's made some twists and turns and such like that. It's been a really interesting road, and it's nice to think that we're going back to that kind of format when we begin next year, because it'll. I don't know what the hell to expect at all.
All right. Would you be up for an MUW Christmas special? God damn it.
An MUW Christmas special. Well, given the fact that I'm not going to be, that I'm going to probably do one bowl game on the 24th, then my Sean and Dan show that I do from 3 to 5 every Wednesday on the eve, and then I'm going to be gone for the next 2 days pretty much. I don't exactly see that happening, especially since I never do anything traditionally except for going to some family for Christmas Eve. That's like the only thing I ever do out of the year, pretty much. But yeah, I mean, it's a nice thought, but there's a reason why we take this month break for holidays, for being able to figure out and take care of other stuff, and regain the energy as well as build up actual interest to do this again. That way, there's more energy, more commitment. I'm not saying that there wasn't any before, but it's you want to a little bit more because you miss it. That's what you want to take some time away to really kind of build it back up to say, yeah, you know what, I miss doing this. Let's get back to this again because I want to do this, I want to do that. It's that kind of an effect.
Okay. I was thinking of doing a tag gauntlet for the first month of the season. Good or bad idea?
A tag gauntlet?
Uh-huh.
Is this a guild question?
Yep.
Okay. Well, this is more or less of this is more creative. This is more of a creative question, but the answer to that question is yes, because you can do whatever the hell you want. It's your show. Do it.
Okay. And the last question from him is there anyone on the FTR roster that you think could be the next big star?
Ghost.
Easy peasy. Okay, we have
Just
more.
on his theme song.
Okay. We have more questions from John Chaos. He asks, what happened to Ascent's Chase?
Next question.
Why no Chaos versus Bretherick match ever?
I don't know. He's never wanted a match, and apparently I don't wrestle. Why? That's an easy one. I won the Jobber of the Year. You remember that?
Did you?
Yes.
That was actually an award?
Duke and Gill. Yes.
Oh, okay. Dang, that sucks.
It was kind of unanimous, unfortunately. Thanks, guys.
Wait, you weren't even really a wrestler. How can you be a jobber if you were more of a GM? Doesn't that DQ you from the running? You have to actually be wrestling all the time to be a jobber.
Yeah, but I didn't wrestle all the time. But when I did, it was not good. Is it possible that I had like 0 wins season? I know I can count. I know I can count all of my victories.
I think you had a tag win in one of the Essence Chase tag matches. I think you had a win there, at least.
True.
Question from the live chat. Chucky says, which MUW wrestler you have the most fun with?
Probably Grizzly Joe.
Okay. Another question from Mistress Keo asks, what the fuck happened to the Umbrella Nationals?
That's not my question to answer, babe.
That's to me. My bad. I can answer that with one word.
I gotta defend the title.
One word. Hi. That's why. Hi. Spence asks in the nick of time, how much does it piss you? Whoa. He was like motorboating as he did that.
That was unintentional. I don't know what the hell happened there.
He was like motorboating while he was doing that in
unintentionally awesome.
Harlequin's boobies.
Oh my god.
Spence asked in the forums at the last second, how much does it piss you off that I waited to the last second to ask a question?
Knowing that I didn't know what questions were coming, you could have just said that you did just ask a question randomly, and you didn't have to say that you answered it or asked it last second, because I probably wouldn't have known anyway. But thanks for trying me. Care. You're asking me a question. That means you want to know something, even though it's just more or less my reaction to you asking a question at such a party time. So, I mean, meh.
All right. One more. He asked, "Hi."
Oh, I know why that's doing that.
What?
This is what happens when you have your spacebar as the talk button. It stops and goes. I cannot win with this damn thing.
All right. That pretty much does all the questions in the forums and in the live chat for right now. So I'm going to add in a special segment to this podcast, and it's called Flash Rounds. Are you ready?
Flash rounds. Okay.
Well, basically, I guess I should tell you how it works first before you say you're ready. Basically, I will bring up something or someone. I'll bring up a name, and you just tell me and everyone else the first thing that comes to your mind.
Ah, that's easy. Go ahead.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. First things, we'll start with Mike Burke.
Canadian.
Minecraft.
Strange.
Zombspawn.
Great place.
MUW.
It's a thing.
Doom 45.
He slaps titties.
Fallout 3.
One of the best games ever made.
Fallout New Vegas.
Another one of the best games ever made.
Hitbox.tv.
A great alternative. Maybe even better.
Those were $500 sunglasses, asshole.
Yeah, I have 2 more pairs. Be careful.
Snowman.
What was that?
Apple pie. Not yappa pie.
The Yavapai Indian strap match, Jack.
Fair enough. Fair enough. John Cena.
I feel bad for him mostly.
Really? Why?
He gets hated on all the time. I don't know why.
Are you a fan?
Am I a fan of the guy?
Yeah.
I'm a fan of the fact that he can. I'm a fan that he hasn't gotten gray hairs from all the frickin' hate that he gets. But hey, I guess he just. I think he just loves it. But I think a lot of people don't realize how good of a character he really is, because if he has to play a heel, he'll play a heel. If you remember him wrestling Punk in Chicago 3 years ago, he'll play a heel even if that's not what he's supposed to do. And he will. There's a reason why he carries there's a reason why he's the focal point of the WWE. I think he should be? Nah. I mean, I wish he should. I wish he wouldn't be over all the time. I think there needs to be a little more parity there. But hey, what do you know?
I just kind of consider him the 88 to 95 Hulk Hogan. That's all Cena is.
He probably is. The problem is it's a whole thing of, well, this guy's doing so good with T-shirt sales and the kids love him. We really don't want to change anything. That's kind of the thing.
It's all about making bank.
Exactly.
All right. What else can we talk about? What do you? Is there anything you want to talk about?
We can talk about we can talk about CM Punk if you want.
All right.
I know that's been a big topic.
I mean, I'm gonna be the first to tell you, I haven't really been watching wrestling. I haven't watched wrestling since. Well, I know, but I'm just saying the whole scope, the mood, the environment. I haven't really. I watched one match at WrestleMania. I watched the Royal Rumble this year. That's pretty much.
I might actually be going to that.
The Royal Rumble next month.
It's in Philadelphia. It's in Philadelphia.
Ah, nice. Who's gonna win?
Dolph Ziggler.
Really?
Yeah, I have a feeling. Dolph Ziggler, and he's going to face Cena and win.
So Cena's going to beat Lesnar?
Yeah.
When is this? At the Rumble?
Yeah.
Are they building that up for Cena versus Lesnar at the Rumble?
Probably.
I don't know.
I'm
still kind of leaning towards The Rock coming back. I know everyone's like, whatever, The Rock's, whatever, 10 years ago, okay, but not, but you gotta think. Look, listen, hear me out for a sec. Just hear me out for a sec. This is coming from someone who hasn't been watching. I don't know the storylines. I don't know who they've been pushing lately. I haven't followed the blind traps that they've been throwing out on every Raw, SmackDown, and pay-per-view. I'm totally oblivious to what has been happening for the past year. So this is coming from someone on the outside. And this is where I'm coming from, is from the business and money and paycheck side of things. Just hear me out for a sec. The Rock comes back, wins the Rumble, faces off against Lesnar at WrestleMania. He finally gets his rematch from that SummerSlam those many years ago, which he never answered the rematch for. They finally have that. It's for the belt. Rock goes over. He wins, ties it up, creates a rubber match for later down the road. And then you got Rock sitting as champion. That gives Lesnar an easy out to go back to UFC, which he's been wanting to do from what I've been hearing. And then at that rate, you can put whoever you want against The Rock. You know he's good for it. He'll put anybody over and look good. That's where I'm thinking. How far-fetched is that?
It's a very good point. Really.
But this is my biggest point, though. You want to do it at WrestleMania, which, let's all be honest, ladies and gentlemen, WrestleMania is the biggest cash grab for WWE out of the entire year. If they're going to make bank, it's got to be at WrestleMania. That is the biggest. I mean, anybody who's remotely a cousin's, a stepdaughter's, whatever's fan of wrestling knows that WrestleMania is the big kahuna. So if you're going to have a big monumental match, it's got to be at WrestleMania. And it makes sense to not only give The Rock his rematch from so many years ago, but then you've got the biggest, most drawing actor in Hollywood right now wrestling against the former UFC heavyweight champion. Anyone who tells me that that's not a top draw, they are crazy. They don't know what they're talking about. You got the two most popular wrestlers in current day professional wrestling right now, and you're able to put that together. They would be idiotic not to do that.
Well, it's what is really funny. The UFC pretty much, when it comes to ratings and pay-per-view buys, always kick the living crap whatever the WWE for one night of the year. And that's whenever WrestleMania is on. That one WrestleMania pay-per-view will get more viewership and more fans than anything that the UFC can do all year combined. Well, not combined, but, all year in any of their shows. Unless there's supposed to be just a ridiculously big type fight. So it's one thing. It's one thing to have. It's one thing for that. I agree with you. It's weird. The WWE doesn't have the one up on UFC, except for when WrestleMania time comes around.
And what better way to throw back at the UFC that one night than have Lesnar go up against the most popular wrestler in the world, The Rock?
Yeah, it's true.
The fans like that we know, they'll probably be like towards it because everyone's an armchair booker these days. They can think of 50 million different variables, which I guess I'm kind of being a hypocrite right now of doing. But I'm just saying, if you're looking at the end of the year, the money on the clipboard drawings and earnings and revenue, doesn't it make sense to put the former UFC World Heavyweight Champion against the top paying actor in the world right now? I mean,
it would make sense depending on how it would work.
No. I don't know. What do you think?
Somebody's getting our attention saying that The Rock is apparently filming during that week.
Well, even if he wasn't, they would. I mean, even if he wasn't, he'd still be saying that just to throw the rumor mills off, the windmills.
All a work. It's all a work.
I mean, look what Jericho does every single time. No, I'm in Africa. I'm not in Raw. I'm not in the same city as Raw. I'm in Africa right now. I'm in Antarctica. I'm skiing. Raw. Jericho's back.
Yeah, or you can just do what Sid usually does.
I have half the brain that you do.
And just, be like that. And then, score like a top score in the SAT. But, yeah.
All right, so you said that...
It's all work.
So you're going with Ziggler wins the Rumble, goes to WrestleMania to face Cena. So Ziggler versus Cena.
Wins the Rumble, goes to Mania, beats Cena. Gets that big blow up. And, because you're going to have Reigns. You'll have Reigns in there. You're going to have Reigns in there. You're going to have Bryan back probably. And, Cena can finally maybe try to settle down a little bit and be more of a guy that, I don't know, I wouldn't say GM, but just like does less of the wrestling thing and more of trying to, set up the shows better and, get other people over and try to get more people, more reasons for people to watch the show every week rather than just one reason, which right now is him. Like, if they can get Dean Ambrose going or Daniel Bryan continuing to go, Dolph Ziggler. Like, they got a lot of guys that they have that have potential to be top draws because of their ability to do what they do.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's what they need to start doing, especially since they're so high on Roman Reigns anyway.
Right. Like I said, I haven't watched but maybe 4 different shows, and they haven't even been complete shows. So
I haven't watched since CM Punk left. Really, I've been sporadic, left and right.
Just to answer what someone's saying in the chat, Mike QCW, saying that there wouldn't be proper build-up towards my idea of having a Rock versus Lesnar match. What do you mean there wouldn't be proper build-up? The whole reason that they would be facing off against each other is because of the rematch from 10 years ago. So if you want to really be strategic about it, they've had 10 years of build-up. It'd be real easy for them to 2 Raws back-to-back, and then bam, everyone's hook, line, and sinker.
Not to mention, it only takes about, at least for the last 2-3 weeks, it's only taken like 2 or 3 weeks to build up an Undertaker feud anyway.
Right.
Taker comes back, his opponent shuts up. Oh, it's like 3 years. It's like 3 weeks. Takes like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. You want to know another prediction I got? Sting is going to face Triple H at the Royal Rumble, and he's then going to go and face The Undertaker at the Royal Rumble. Or, WrestleMania.
Really?
How do I know this? Because The Undertaker is going to come out after he beats Triple H, and is just going to look up at the WrestleMania sign. I'm just holding out for hope because I'm going to be going to this event, and it'll just kind of blow me away as the best show that I ever went to. Because I went to the Royal Rumble about 11 years ago in Philadelphia, and that's when Steven Richards won the Royal Rumble for number 1. It's not Steven Richards; it's somebody else.
I've got a better idea.
You do?
Yeah, for WrestleMania next year. How about this? We have.
Oh God.
Why did you say that?
Your brains colliding, by the way.
What? It's not like I do QZW or RCWF or anything like that. You can trust my brain to book properly.
You can trust my brain too. Well, kind of.
WrestleMania, I say, let's do Triple H and Hulk Hogan versus Sting and The Undertaker. Tag match.
Good God Almighty.
With Ric Flair as the special ref!
What kind of a match would it be?
The Yappa Pie Indian strap match, Jack.
The nobody goes over match because nobody knows who would go over.
You make a good point. Iron Sheik sitting in the back like,
Fucking bullshit!
No, here's the thing. They bring him out as the special guest ring enforcer. So he stands at ringside the whole match. Screaming and shouting at the fans in the front row. Don't you know if he was out there, the whole arena, wherever WrestleMania is, I guess it's California, isn't it? They'd be like, fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit.
that would be the best chant of all time.
Can you imagine them trying to bleep that out on a PG era?
You couldn't do it. You couldn't do it. You could not do it. You'd have to leave it alone as it is.
Yeah. That was just me being a goofball. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't watched wrestling enough here lately to even know what the hell.
That's a hilarious book, though. That's good stuff.
Who's the Money in the Bank? Is it Roman Reigns?
No, it's Seth Rollins.
Oh,
Or Tyler Black, if you want to get technical.
Did he cash in?
No.
Oh, he hasn't cashed in yet.
He might cash in because let's remember Dolph Ziggler did pin Seth Rollins. Who knows? Maybe that might be foreshadowing for WrestleMania. Maybe Seth Rollins cashes in on John Cena, who's like fucking done after the Royal Rumble match with Lesnar. Like Lesnar F5s him and then leaves, and then he cashes in. Actually, no, that's probably what will happen.
Oh, so I'm seeing from the chat that Lesnar's never there. So that goes on to make my point even more clear about having a Lesnar versus Rock. Because why do you need him there? Because he's never there anyways. It'd be so easy just to start a program with them two.
Just have them like on Twitter going back and forth.
Yeah.
Just build it up that way.
Just have them show up.
If you don't have social networking, you won't know what the fuck's going on.
Just have them on all the Tonight shows doing their feuds. They don't need to show up to Raw. Just have them on Conan. Have them on the Tonight Show. Have them on. Yeah, have them on all of those. The Today Show, the Morning Show with the.
Shows up with Jimmy Fallon.
The Michael Strahan and whatever that one woman's. Whatever. Have them on all those.
Oh wow.
Ship him over to NJPW and just do a promo and walk out. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. Who knows? All right, let's talk about TNA. I thought everyone said I was going to die. Is it dead yet?
You mean Impact Wrestling? Yes, that thing. Yeah, it's not dead yet, but it's getting there. I think they have a new TV. I think they have a new TV deal or something.
I heard something about that they're going strictly to YouTube.
No. I think they have like is it Destination America? Is that what it is?
I don't know. I like I said, I'm the world's worst about going on to 411 Wrestling and getting the scoop. Oh my god, well I gotta tune in every hour and see what's going on. Oh my god. I mean, I'm the world's worst. I'm as oblivious as someone who hasn't watched since the Monday Night Wars, so I don't know anything anymore. That's why I'm asking you.
You wouldn't be missing much. Nothing's been that good since the Monday Night Wars, which I still have a belief that was all worked anyway. But that's beside the point.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Vince McMahon already bought WCW, but he was just running that show the entire time.
Again, wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
All right, so Shikara, is that back? You follow that at all? You're around the Philly area, aren't you?
Yes.
So, any news on Shikara? Anything about that? You heard anything about that? You follow Shikara at all?
I mean, I follow it a little bit. I know what it's about. I don't know. I don't. I'm not. I don't pay attention too much to when they do their shows. I do know that their shows are quite entertaining and what they would and what they should. And, what a professional wrestling should be, because you can still have great wrestling entertainment along with some silly shenanigans. Okay, it's I mean I like it. It's just it's very hard to find a show or find where you can watch a show, but I know that Shikara is a really really awesome really awesome federation. I just wish I wish there was a better, easier way for me to watch. If I could, then it'd be awesome.
I kind of consider Shikara the real life QZW. Like, if I really had the money, if I had the money and everything to be able to do what I do with QZW, it would probably be Shikara.
Yeah, it's not bad though. Not bad at all.
I don't know. All right, so anything else you want to talk about? Oh, you wanted to talk about CM Punk. We kind of just scooted around that. All right. So, what's up, man? What do you feel about CM Punk? Hey, I saw a picture of him commentating at a UFC thing the other day, or was it today?
Yeah, he signed with the UFC.
Really?
Yeah. He's going to be doing mixed martial arts. He's going to actually fighting for reals.
Oh, so he's actually going to be a fighter. He's not just like a...
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He's actually going to, actual fight.
What weight class would he be considered? Middleweight? Welterweight?
Well, I don't know I don't know what weight is which, but I can tell you that he wants to probably do 175 or 185 in that area. I don't know if you know what that is.
No. I don't follow UFC enough or boxing enough to know the different weights. But the chat's saying middle, so.
Middleweight. Oh, okay. That would would put him in the. I think that's the Johnny. Is that Johnny Hendricks? No, I think he's lightweight.
What about St. Pierre?
No, Chris Weidman. That's Weidman. That's the Chris Weidman, Anderson Silva, area middleweight.
Didn't he break his foot or something though?
Yeah, he fucked his leg really bad. I don't know if he's ever going to be able to fight anymore. But you never know. It could happen.
I don't know. I don't watch. You think I don't watch wrestling enough? Jesus, I've only watched like one UFC my entire life. that wasn't the VHS original ones. I love those. I just can't get into this stuff nowadays. I'm just. So CM Punk is going to actually be a fighter there. So GG to all the kids out there who were crying about him leaving wrestling.
Yeah, now he's going to be doing something for reals. So I'm very happy about that.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much. So, Josh in the chat just said, my TV is just there for show. I mean, that. What do I watch when I'm home? That's a TV program. On cable or otherwise. I mean, I occasionally go in and see what's on, like, Stars and Stars HD. And if it's something good, then maybe I'll watch it. Other than that, maybe Ghost Adventures. That's about it. I don't even want.
Yeah, that ain't bad. That ain't bad.
I mean, look at what we're doing right now. I mean, this is proof that I'm not even watching Raw right now. I don't have cable in here, so I'm too busy talking to Sean the Show Bretherick to watch Raw.
Yeah.
All right, so there's rumors going around that we may be doing Zombchicken may be doing a December Christmas marathon this month over on the other website. Are you
the other website?
Yeah, I don't, contracts and whatnot. I don't know what I can or.
Is it T or I?
It's T, but it could be a B. If you know what I'm saying. So we may be doing something over there. So is there a chance we maybe Sean Bretherick in there with maybe a bowl game or something?
Hey, yeah, sure. I might be able to do something like that. Yeah, absolutely. I'd be able to promote it and everything. It's all about Twitter. That's really that's what it's all about right now.
Yeah.
It's all about Twitter. It's all about it's all about the whatever. It's all about whatever whatever's the easiest way to get promoted to get promotions out there. So it'll be fun.
Right. Speaking of Twitter, I mean, you heard how many mushrooms went off tonight during this, so that right there should be proof alone.
I'm doing every single freak bowl, including. I'm starting tomorrow. You can go to my damn Hitbox channel, look at my schedule. Okay, I have a schedule, and it's inspired by the one that Mr. Tad here has. Okay, that Mr. Dude has. Okay. So you look at that. You want to come watch? Come watch. It's going to be recorded anyway, so you can watch them on YouTube later. Just whatever, man. Just go check it out. Whatever. Like I'm not going to force you to go look, but check it out if you want. Care less.
Yeah.
That's where the games are on. There's 3 games a day, pretty much every day. We're starting with the R&L Carriers Bowl. Then it's the New Mexico Bowl, and then the Las Vegas Bowl. That's tomorrow. 12 to 3, 4 to 7, 8 to 11. Okay, there you go. That's enough of that. It's not about me. This is not about my channel. This is about coming on here, talking to you guys, answering your questions, and all that stuff. I don't want to be doing too much plugging.
All right, so I don't mind if you plug. I mean, that's why you're the guest of the podcast.
Well, I but I've done enough. I've done enough plug. I've done enough plugging already earlier on.
Plug it in.
Yeah, see that could be taken all sorts of different ways. Yeah, I mean it should be a lot of fun though for that tomorrow. I still have to, I still have to edit down the second game and the third game. I'm going to be currently working on that in a matter of moments, really, after I get a couple other things done.
All right, so why do I not see like anybody that's an MUW only person here right now in the chat? Shame on your MUW people for not being here listening to this. Where are they all?
It's because it's either I didn't really promote it on their group page on Facebook. Actually, no, because you did. Well, Luke Lawrence is here.
I mean, like, those people that are only MUW. Like, the only time they come around is just to watch MUW. They're not in any other Zombspawn thing. Where they at?
Yeah, you say this like there actually are people. And, like, man, most of the people that are on MUW, and this is the reason why we've done so far, is because of what Zombspawn and QZW have been able to do. It's kind of, we've kind of been able to, draw off of that. So, that's kind of yeah. That's kind of why. Nobody in here is only MUW.
All right.
Mike Burke says he's only MUW, but he's not. You know that.
So
everybody that I know, everybody here, they're always here watching. Even
right.
John Chaos shows up.
Yeah.
Doom is
Doom is I don't know.
Doom. I don't know what he's been doing. It's it's been on. We're on the hiatus, so he's just gone and he's gone and lurking on. I don't know.
Don't want to give a shout out to the people that have subscribed to Zombspun here on Hitbox. You are awesome, all of you, including you, Sean, who also subbed. So that is amazing. I appreciate the support from all you peoples, and if you haven't yet, fuck you! No, I'm just kidding. But still, thanks for being here and watching and viewing this regardless. But, you can always take one step further and subscribe and help out the cause. And I'm not even really fully sure how it all works. Like, you would have expected me to read all the fine print when I signed it, but I just kind of really skimmed it. I was more or so excited about the whole situation. I should have been a little bit... I have the contract saved. I've been meaning to go back and just read it all the way through, but that's why I have Cody for. I can just go and ask him anything, stupid questions. But that's pretty much what I do. But yeah, those of you that have done that, you're awesome. Thank you for the support and everything. I've had a real fun time doing this here on the Hitbox, on the H-Box. And I know most of you have been watching my streams, and I know many more will be joining in as soon as QZW kicks back on the 16th, which is about 8 days from now. Hope you're all ready for that.
So QZW will begin on sundown on the 16th, right, with Hanukkah, huh? That's awesome.
Oh, is that when Hanukkah starts?
Apparently, according to my calendar next to me, yes. It begins at sundown on the 16th.
Holy shit. QZW. Max Crimson, you son of a bitch.
Surprise, motherfucker.
That's Max Crimson telling all of us, surprise, motherfucker. QZW Hanukkah, whatever.
Oh, God. Oh, my gosh.
So the stage of QZW will be those candle things with like the 16 candles. That's Hanukkah, right?
I think it's 8.
8? Okay. I'm totally proving my stupidity right now, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know anything about that. I ain't Jew. Right. Me and Sid Vicious, neither of us are Jewish, so why the fuck should we care?
Yeah.
Alright, well, is there anything else you want to talk about?
Unless if you got something else on your mind, I'm all talked out. Big Bob does not need a world title shot. Shut up, Luke. You didn't say that. He still has yet to perfect his camera operating skills. That's besides the point. I think I'm all good, man.
Yeah, I mean, we answered all the forum questions. We answered all the live chat questions. We talked about wrestling. We talked about UFC. We talked about MUW. We talked about QZW. We talked about Zombspawn. We talked about football. What else is there to talk about? I think that's pretty...
Not much.
Yeah.
Not much else.
Yeah, not much else. I think we solved everything in our debate.
I think we've done the damage.
Yeah, I think we have. When's Thaddeus' title shot? I don't know. As soon as he wakes up from his coma, I guess. Talk about the Islamic State beheading foreign people. Well, someone did get decapitated here in Moore, Oklahoma a couple weeks back, and the whole state was pretty pissed off about that. We don't like them kinds down around these parts. After that happened.
Well then.
I'm just saying. You don't go around cutting off Oklahoma people's heads. Think you gonna get away with it? When's Jake Rogers going to turn the rights to censor-friendly pirate? My answer to that is... Hi. I need that sound clip for someone in QZW.
No problem.
That's all he says. Hi.
That should work perfectly. I will give you that.
All right. Yes. All my yes. Talk about what the Bears are sensing when Planned Parenthood girls' first men's stroke. Hey, we're going to skip that. When is Thaddeus versus young Thaddeus? I don't know. Throw a dart. When is Tad getting his rematch for the QZW World title? I don't know. Let me ask him, and we'll find out. When is Thaddeus versus Mike Burke? I don't know. Maybe when Mike Burke gets hired again. Jesus! When Sean the Show versus Sean Benson? I'll leave that to you.
That's happened already.
Oh.
I won.
Well,
Oddly enough.
Tommy Spud's an idiot then for not knowing that.
It happened like last year. It doesn't have to happen again.
All right, and I'll leave my question now. I guess this will be the last question. When the QZW, my bad. When the Zombspawn Umbrella Nationals, not the QZW Umbrella Nationals. When the Zombspawn Umbrella Nationals happens next year in the year 2015, which I'm hearing that it may be happening twice next year, one in first quarter and one in fourth quarter, who do you think's going to win?
Got to defend our title, right? Have to defend the belt.
Are there going to be restarts allowed? That's my only question.
If it's ridiculous, but I don't think, but I think because we're using not WWE 13, I think we'll be okay.
Okay.
I blame Ukes Interactive for that debacle, but hey.
I blame Ukes, WWE Games, THQ, and 2K for all the world's problems.
Oof.
I know. Terrible. All right, well, I guess that'll do it for podcast number 2. We've kind of stretched this out long enough with filler time. Joey Hallmark's corpse going to be drug out of Tad's closet for QZW. I thought that was going to say Tad's vagina for a second, but not going to lie.
Whoa!
I'm just saying.
Whoa!
Sorry about that.
Whoa!
My mind goes to serious, very serious places sometimes. I don't know, maybe. We'll see. Wait for QZW Season 3.
I mean, your boy JR does it too. Listen.
Look at the size of that ass!
Look at the... what on that ass?
Look at the size.
Look at the size of that ass!
Yes.
Look at the size of that ass! Oh, speaking of that, this pretty much concludes the podcast. I hope everyone has enjoyed the show. Next Monday will be...
That's a great cliffhanger.
I know, right? But next Monday we'll be here again, so make sure to follow if you haven't. Podcast number 3, we will be live with Dustin, aka Rogue, aka Portal Guy D. I'll be talking with him next Monday on the 15th. And then Nate, everyone's favorite shovel boy, on the 22nd. And then on the 29th will be Tommy Spud, which coincidentally is the same night as RCW Snow Brawl. Chat matches. Crazy. And for more questions and details about what's going to happen in the month of December, just scroll on down, look at my calendar, and you can see what's coming your way. Speaking of coming your way, The Walking Dead 400 Days DLC is coming up next, and I put together a fancy smanchy intro for my streams now. and I'll be playing that next before the stream, so I hope you all enjoy it. I guess I'm Tad, since it says Tad on the stream, so hello. I was Tad, and I was here with Sean Bretherick. And there's a mushroom again, as I try to end this. So thanks, Sean, for joining me.
Absolutely. I appreciate you having me on. I appreciate everybody for asking the questions. And we'll see you on the other side, eh?
We'll see you on the other side. Take it easy, everybody, and hope you stick around for The Walking Dead 400 Days coming up next. Peace out, y'all.